Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel, Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. What is going on, y'all? Hey, how you doing? What y'all been up to? Comment down below and tell me what you been up to. We are back for season 3 of And Just Like That. Now, you know, we have had a journey with season 1 and season 2. You know, one thing I can say for sure, we don't have Che. Huh? A win is a win, baby. We don't have Che this season. All right, now I can't speak for much else because we only got one episode. But for that, I am thankful. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am so grateful we don't have to hear not another Sesame Street bump on a log, bumping your gums joke that is not funny. Riding the waves together, y'all. So let's come on in here and talk about season 3, episode 1 of And Just Like That. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Y'all, I am very excited about the cousin community that we have here. But if you would like to join the cousin community, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell and all them things. Okay, let's get into it. We back at it with the girls, okay? So Carrie is still in her long distance, no communication station with Aiden. All right, and so the girls have met up at a lesbian bar because Miranda said that she not getting chosen. Okay, they're not interested in her and her pantsuits. And they don't want her at the lesbian club. And she tired of being left alone at the end of the night. She hadn't gotten chosen, okay? So I was trying to figure out why she was there at the end of the night. You know, you do your little rounds and stuff. And then if you ain't getting chosen, you could either go choose or you can go home and rub your feet together. And Carrie was telling the girls about how Aiden's still not talking to her because he got to be there for his children, okay? And she's been sending him postcards, right? She don't say nothing on the postcards, but she just write like a little heart on them. And she's like, oh, that's so cute. And Charlotte is like, oh, that's so cute. Because you know Charlotte, that's Charlotte, child. And Miranda's like, okay, it's a postcard? Oh, that's cute. Like, Miranda not feeling it. She want to let Aiden know that she thinking about him while she can't speak to him. Cool. Long story short, with Miranda, the girls end up leaving and she end up meeting this lady named Mary at the club. Now, Mary is being played by Rosie O'Donnell, okay? Mary dressed like she dressed, she got it's up to the top. It's up, it's up here with it. But, they say that some of the lesbian cousins be dressing like that. So, it is what it is. All right, cool. And Mary said, hey, girl, how you doing? You are so pretty, girl. And Miranda was like, for real? Thank you so much. I will give you my vagina now. It literally didn't take much. It didn't take much at all, okay? It didn't take no coaxing. She didn't buy Miranda a drink, baby. She didn't get her no wings or nothing. She just was like, girl, you are so pretty. I have a hotel room. Would you like to have sex with me? And Miranda was like, hey, cool. I ain't bet. Let's do that. Listen, I feel like I sound like a prude when I say that. But I'm just saying, you can't just tell, because I already know I'm pretty. So, like, that's it? You just going to tell me something I already know, and then I'm going to just give you my vagina? That ain't enough for me. I don't know. Maybe it's different in the lesbian world. Lesbian cousins, comment down below and let me know. The street committee do say that the lesbian cousins move fast, though. That's what the street committee said. I didn't say that. I can't verify that. But the street committee said that the lesbians is like, I see you on Monday. Say, girl, you look good. We go out on a date on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we probably do another date and a little something extra. And on the next Wednesday, we are fully in love and moving in together. I can't verify that. I don't know. Tell me if the street committee is correct or not. The lesbian delegation, please. Okay. So anyway, so now over there with Seema. Seema is kicking it with Ravi still. Remember Ravi from last season? He like a high shot director, and I think he live in India, right? Or England? I don't know. He live overseas, right? And apparently they haven't been able to kick it too much because they're on different time zones and different parts of the world, and he keep different hours than her. And Seema, baby, she is high maintenance. She got shit she got to do, and she don't have time. So they do like a little FaceTime situation. So Seema at the house waiting to do the FaceTime situation with Ravi, but she fall asleep. So the FaceTime call end up coming through, and she got to, adjust them yitties. You know what I'm saying? Because they have fell out. You got to go fishing for your titties when you got a spaghetti strap, anything on, child. If you, over a certain age, your titties do what they want to do. We don't really have no control over that. They just go. So she had to stitch them up tight. So she did all of that. Turn out it's not even Ravi. It's his personal assistant saying that he can't come for the little midnight creep. So she was aggravated. And you know Seema is a smoker, right? You know, she smoked a little cigarette still. So she said, you know what? I'm aggravated. I'm about to light me a little cigarette in bed. And I'm just going to chill in bed. But she had fell asleep and ended up burning her damn mattress down. Falling asleep like it's 1983, baby. That is so retro to fall asleep with a cigarette in your mouth. That's old school, baby. I ain't even know people did that still. They used to always be falling asleep. You know, your grandpa used to fall asleep and his in his recliner, in his lazy boy child, his Barker lounger, okay? And with his little cigarette and the ashes be, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just dating myself. Anyway, burn her little hair down, child, and burn her mattress down. And you know Seema probably had a Tempur-Pedic or one of them thick-ass $6,000 24-inch mattresses. You know she rich. Burn it down. All right, Seema. Anyway, child. So Miranda and Mary, okay, they done did what grown people do. And so Mary looking so satisfied. And I'm like, okay, Miranda, you must have put it down, girl. You must have had did what you had needed to do. Okay. Mary said, girl, this was really great. And Miranda was like, yes, this was a fine time. 2 thumbs up. Okay. And Mary was like, girl, this was my first time, by the by. I don't know if you had knew that. Your first time in New York in a hotel? She was like, no, girl, my first time ever. I was a virgin. Ain't nobody popped that cherry. It was fully intact. And Miranda was like, oh, okay. Okay, that's some interesting information that you had passed down. And she was like, yeah, girl. Also, I'm married to God. I'm a nun. I would have just knew as soon as I put my foot on the hotel room floor, I was going directly to hell. I just would know. The ground was gonna open up and Beelzebub was gonna be waiting on me with his hands on his hip, just looking at me like, bitch, you knew better than that. Why would you do that? Okay, you had been skating on thin ice any damn way, and you ain't gonna have sex with a nun. So Miranda was like trying to play it cool, but was kind of freaked out. And baby Mary, on the other hand, had got her liver quivered, baby. She was just really excited about the whole situation. She was a fully bona fide nun. Also, just for me, just for Elle, nobody else, I was thinking to myself, you better not show me Rosie O'Donnell titties. I'm just telling you straight up and down. You know, they be trying to sneak titties in on you every once in a while in this show. And I was like, listen, we just got back together after a long hiatus. You got to relax. Right now, I'm gonna get Charlotte whole storyline out the way because they ain't really give her nothing in this first episode. And I'm hoping they gonna build it up so it could be solid as a rock like Ashford and Simpson back in the day. Because right now, it's very flimsy. Okay, so Charlotte whole thing is she still working at the gallery. Her children still children, and Harry's still hungry. You know, Harry be chomping. Harry is a hungry man. That is a hungry man dinner. He got to be snacking on an olive, a pickle, a sandwich, a bowl of soup. Charlotte whole storyline this episode was that somebody in the dog park accused her dog, Winston Churchill. I don't know what that dog name is. Mr. Burton. Sergeant Burton. I don't know. Any dog that has an underbite, I automatically call it Winston Churchill. I don't give a damn. I don't care what breed it is. Your dog's name is Winston Churchill, okay? Winston Churchill was accused, okay, of allegedly attacking a little dog at the dog park. And the lady was pissed about it. It was a little small little Chihuahua type dog. You know what I'm saying? And Winston Churchill was like some sort of, you know, terrier, like a bull, something. I don't know. Where's Blue? She probably big and somewhere. The lady accused Charlotte dog of biting her dog at the dog park. Okay, and Charlotte was like, baby, my child is raised. My child would never. Turn out it wasn't her dog. It was another dog that looked similar to her dog. Another Winston Churchill type, but not her dog. Okay, because the lady was posting all kind of nefarious content on social media about Charlotte dog, just inflammatory, child. Okay, so it's like a whole rich people thing with their dogs, child. And that's it. Oh, and also Lily got another crush on this boy that is a dancer in the ballet, and so she made everybody go to the ballet. But you know, Lily horny though. You know what I'm saying? She's very like horny, and she's just allowed to be horny. And I guess maybe that's making me uncomfortable because as a person who used to be horny but was never allowed to express said horniness, I'm like, bro, you know people can see you, huh? Lisa Ty Wexley is still working on her PBS documentary on unsung Black women in history. And so she's taking a meeting with these ladies who, I hope they don't work for PBS because that's a bad look on PBS. Let me tell you one thing about this show. This show will damage a brand. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you remember what they did to Peloton the first season when Big had a heart attack on the Peloton and Peloton dropped in the stock market? Girl, they did the same thing to Simply Save this episode. Okay, that's another topic. We're going to get to it in a minute. But girl, like, if I was a brand, I wouldn't go near this show. Anyway, Lisa Todd Wexley taking a meeting with these ladies who I think they're from PBS. I don't know. Lisa Todd Wexley want to do a episode breakdown on an unsung woman in Black history each episode. And so the PBS people or the producer people are like, girl, you know what'd be a good idea? We should do Michelle Obama, girl. She is so unsung. And then Lisa was like, she is the most sung Black lady in the streets. Like, what you even talking about? Everybody who don't know Michelle Obama. That lady was on our TV every day for 8 years, and now she got braids and knee-high boots, and she be on podcasts and stuff. And she got a podcast now. Like, she outside. Everybody know who that is. Now, while she was saying this, babe, I'm assuming that's what they were saying. I couldn't really concentrate, if I'm going to be quite honest, because during the scene, Lisa Todd Wexley had on them little decorative balls that you put in a bowl on your coffee table next to your big candle. You know, you get the little balls at Kirkland's. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe, a Hobby Lobby, or, wherever you go for your decorative accents. You know what I'm saying? She had them around her neck. I said, girl, how you even got that on there? Like, how would you even go about, it's fine. But Lisa Todd Wexley had hit me with them Kirkland's balls, babe. I said, girl, let's be real. I said, girl, if you don't take them damn Kirkland's balls off your neck, Lisa Todd Wexley, don't piss me off. It's too early in the episode. So over there by Carrie, she got that big ass house with nobody in it. Just got a fashion show with no fashion. Bought the house prematurely because she was trying to build a life with this man that she ain't known in 20 years. First of all, you regenerate your cells every 7 years. So technically, every 7 years, you a whole new person. You ain't seen this man or talked to him in like 20 years since you met him in Abu Dhabi in the second movie. No, Dubai? Where it was at? You know what I'm talking about. You don't know that man? So she bought the whole... We already discussed that last season. I'm not going to let that get me upset. But this is what I want to say, though. She got an alarm system, again, a Simply Safe alarm system that keep going off when nothing is happening. So it'd be like back door open. And as a single person, I can tell you, if your alarm go off for no reason, I always assume it's a ghost. But most people just assume that somebody coming in to murder them, okay? I keep a ghost with me at all times. Like, I stay strapped with a ghost, okay? So I just assume that's them playing around. And that's usually what it is. It usually be I didn't close the door all the way. Anyway, Simply Safe was going off. And so Carrie had to go all the way from Fifth Avenue to goddamn New Jersey to get to the damn alarm pad. Like, she was running for 45 minutes. I was like, God damn, girl, how big is this house? She ran from her bedroom, down a hallway, down some stairs, down another hallway, through a vestibule to get to the damn pad. And I was like, oh, okay. And so when she got there, she did what she had to do, and then she ended up slipping and falling, okay? I'm telling you, the girl didn't have time to process the fall before she had to call somebody and tell them, I've fallen and I can't get up. Don't piss me off. Don't. Like, just refrain from pissing me off if you can. Like, if you can try to, I would appreciate it, because why would you say that? Like, I thought the whole point of the show was to be like, yeah, bitch, we've been outside since the 70s, but also we still young, fresh, and new. You know what I mean? So why are we talking about I falling and I can't get up? Hi, Bluesy. Hi, Kangaroozy. Hey, your boo, what boo? Oh, you wet. Where you was at? You got... Girl, she got a piece of sauce on her face. So, child, she called Miranda and tell her to come all the way from goddamn Anchorage, Alaska to come see about her, when all that happened was she hurt the tip of her pinky. Listen, if you okay, I don't have those kinds of friends. My kind of friend will cuss me smooth out if I call them to stop what they're doing, to come across town, to come to my house, because I hurt the tip of my finger. That's one of them things like, girl, do you know I fell and bust my ass and hurt my finger? That's a text message. That's a voice memo. I am famous for my voice memos. Okay? If you have a birthday coming up and want me to do a voice memo, hit me in the DM. I am so good at voice memos. I'm so good at voice memos, bro. My sister gotta be sick of me at this point, because I have left her about 42 voice memos on her phone of me just laughing. or of me fussing about something. Do you know how mad I was when I found out the storyline of the new live action Lilo and Stitch movie? I called her and cussed her out, and she ain't had nothing. She was like, I didn't even see the damn movie. What does that have to do with me? I'm so sorry, sister. Thank you for being my sister. Now, see, I had to go. I went back specifically to check the time in the episode. We were 13 minutes and 23 seconds in. And baby, when I tell you I was donezo, we get a scene with Carrie and Seema, where Carrie and Seema is giving each other the teeth. Could I pay attention to what Seema was talking about? No, because all I was paying attention to was Little Miss Muffet. And I know you thinking, L, girl, what you talking about? Baby, Carrie had on the tuffet that Little Miss Muffet sat on in the nursery rhyme. Baby, I had never seen no shit like that in all my day. I said, baby, how? First of all, it didn't even look structurally sound. How was that shit not blowing in the wind? It was a wonderful spring date. Everything else was blowing in the wind. How was that damn plume on her head not blowing in the wind? Girl, I said, wait a minute. Hold on. Was that like, is this supposed to be like an Easter bonnet type of situation? And you was like, girl, just throw like some picnic table fabric over it, and then we just gonna call it a day. Listen, I'm not one of them girlies that you could just like throw some shit at me and be like, girl, this is haute couture, and you just don't understand because you too broke. I don't care. Put no goddamn picnic table over no bust out Easter lady hat and tell me that that's a cute little vibe, because it's not. It's just, girl. I said, wait a minute. What is this? What are we talking about? Calandra? Girl, Calamity Carrie just gonna piss me off every single time. I said, baby, what it? And Seema they had nothing to say. Girl, I would have been distracted. How am I supposed to have a conversation with you with that shit flapping in my face like that? Girl, it was like when the umbrella, pop on the other side. When the wind blowing and the umbrella go boom, the other way, and now you just stuck and you be looking stupid. You got to flip it the other way. That's what her hat was giving. It was giving out flip umbrella. I said, baby, let me tell you something. Not right now, Carrie. It's too much shit going on in the world. I don't have time for that fuck ass hat. I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry to tell you. We also get a scene where Lily got the whole family chasing after the yam that she's trying to jump on. Because Lily like giving her vagina away, okay? And I love that for her because she is young. I don't know how young she is. I'm hoping that she's not in high school, because I'm not a fan of giving your vagina away when you're not in college or older. But the family okay with the child, so listen, that's fine. Go ahead, Lily, go off, child. Anyway, so she wants this man in the ballet. So she done made Anthony, Giuseppe, Carrie, and that's it, huh? Yeah, go to the ballet to go look at this man. So Anthony and Giuseppe trying to catch up with Carrie, and they say, oh, girl, how you and Aiden doing? And Carrie like, oh, yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day got to end. But she like bullshit and try to like not say what it is, I guess, huh? Hi, Nana. You smell like tomatoes, bro. Did you eat the whole pizza? What you doing down there? Carrie just basically was like, yeah, we just not going to talk for 5 years because he got to go be there with his family. And Anthony was like, what kind of shit is that? And then Carrie got mad, but I was confused because isn't that why she friends with Anthony? Because Anthony don't hold his tongue? So Anthony got in trouble, and then Giuseppe was like, you need to work on your delivery, which, yeah. And then later that night, she in bed and she get a phone call. Now, let me just preface this whole scene by saying, I almost wanted to peel my own self skin off, and I fucking love my skin. Do you understand what I'm saying? It has never given me no problems. I don't get no breakouts. It is even... They used to practice on my skin at the John J. Cosmetology School. Do you understand? I wanted to rip my skin off watching this next scene. It was ridiculous, okay? So she laying in the bed. She get a phone call on her cellular device. And the thing said Aiden. And I say to myself, God bless you, Bluesy. I say to myself, I thought we was going no contact. Carrie answered the phone. Carrie answered the phone. Aiden on one already. Oh, girl, I miss you so much. I just want to be with you right now. I just want to see your face, and I want to feel your body, and I want to, whatever. And he trying to like get all whatever because he done had 3 beers. I'm like, okay, pause. Now, but bitch, don't call me with no booty call waking me up out my sleep. It's not my type of height. Maybe it's your type of height. And if it is, awesome. Comment down below and tell me if it is your type of height. Comment, just make a quick comment down below and tell me was tea with that. I really wasn't paying no attention to Carrie because I couldn't get off of the cringiness / creepiness / he could also be a murderer. vibe that Aiden was giving, because you generally doing this. I want to be with you right now. Yeah, I want to really just see what the girl. First of all, where are you talking about? If you was about to be on Southern Fried Homicide, I already know. Cause yeah, Carrie, I just want to be with you right now. Back up. First of all, cause he was in that goddamn truck, that Ford truck that pop out every year around Christmas time. You know, every year around Christmas time, they get that red Ford truck and they put the Christmas tree in the back and they put that shit on goddamn doormats and placemats and dish towels and wreaths and tablecloths, everything. You know the truck I'm talking about for Christmas time. He was in one of those giving me, and the combination, I swear to you, was freaking me out. Nobody ever needs to ever that face on TV, at least. Do it in the privacy of your own home if that's what you want to do. Okay, go off. I can't tell you what to do in your own house. That's your house. That's where you pay your bills at. Okay, go off. Feel free. I don't want to be involved. Okay, long story short, he wanted to have phone sex, okay, with Carrie on the phone. And I'm thinking also, you had said no contact because you wanted to be fully present for your badass kids. Okay, cool. Carrie had said, all right, bet. Don't call me because you done had 3 L's, okay, and now you want to jump shy. Leave me out of it. So he gonna say, yeah, you touch yourself and I'm gonna touch myself. My man said, and I said, listen, let me, first of all, I don't have to be here for this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't act, the thing is, okay, that we don't have to be a part of none of this. That's why they need an intimacy, because so I don't think they have one. I feel like Aiden was just like, oh yeah, I got it. This is what I be doing all the time. I got it. You know what I'm saying? People was trying to get in my drawers all the time in the 99 and the 2000. This is what I did to woo the girls. I was like, hey girl, come on now. So later on in the episode, Carrie would call him and was like, yeah, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, make the run, do with the rock. And then Aiden was like, nah, I can't do this. I'm sleeping in the bed with my grown ass son. Okay, cool. All right, bet. But I'm just saying, I don't like that. If she needs somebody new. What happened to that doctor? Didn't she run over a doctor or something? Or a doctor ran over her or something? I don't know, child. You know she be running into rich people all willy-nilly, child. They be falling out the sky right into her goddamn bowl of soup. So here go with Seema, because we about to wrap this up, child. I'm starting to sweat on my nose. Anyway, Seema, she had almost burned her house down. And when she was over there with little Miss Muffet that time, and I couldn't pay attention, she had told Carrie that she told Ravi, okay, that she said, baby, listen, if you don't bring your ass to New York, Dunzo, okay, we're gonna dead this whole thing. Ravi came to New York and he surprised her. And so he said, baby, listen, I got it all planned out. We're gonna go to this really exclusive restaurant and we're gonna spend the whole day together. And Seema was like, hell yeah, boy. So Seema put on this outfit, baby. She had on tassels and like metal and shit. It was giving very like Xanadu type vibes, baby. Ooh, I am old. First of all, you old, okay? You're the one, not I, said the cat. Oh my God, I just keep making it worse. Let me finish telling you what happened and stay on my birth certificate, okay? Seema put on her tassels, baby, and got her shoes on, and she was like, all right, baby, let's go to this restaurant. And Ravi was like, girl, first of all, you look fantastic and you smell fantastic too. We gotta go find a location for my next shoot, an hour tops, okay? Let's hop in this Odyssey. They missed their lunch reservation because they was at the location scout sites or whatever, and it wasn't working. She ended up eating Cool Ranch Doritos. Do Seema look like the type of girl to eat Cool Ranch Doritos? Absolutely not. If she did, she would have her private chef make some from scratch ass Nora Smith ass Doritos, and that would probably be the only way she would eat them, but definitely not out the blue bag with the little colors on the back that tell you how they actually poison. Long story short, baby, Seema said, you know what? You look cute and all, and I like your chest hair, and you smell good, and you was giving me that yam that time. But I'm about to go. They had Seema, baby, in front of damn Trap House looking for a location. And Seema was like, baby, this is not my vibe. I am a wealthy lady, okay? I'm an Indian lady. Don't fucking play with me. So she left him on the dock of the bed, baby, watching the tides roll away, and that was that on that for Ravi. And I said, okay, well, it was cool while we had you, Ravi. So Lisa Todd Wexley's husband, Herbert, he running for the city comptroller. Councilman, he running for city office, right? And his campaign manager gave him some feedback that he's not cool. They throwing this little fundraising situation at the Red Rooster in New York, actual place. Love that. Cool. And Carrie is telling the girls about how, you know, she faked it with Aiden because, you know, he was really on one and she really wasn't feeling it because the cat was looking at her and she felt so bad about it and she was gonna, you know, just have to do whatever. I don't know, whatever. At the damn dinner, Herbert ended up getting in a 5-part harmony with some homies from Morehouse, and they end up singing at the little dinner or whatever. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? That could be like a little pitch to people that be like, look how grounded I am. I could, what does an alderman do? No, a councilman? I don't even know what position he is. I'm sorry, Herbert. That's not a real person, girl. Lock in. Lock in, please. And they end up breaking into some little, you know, 90s R&B, baby. And Harry, who is there, he just get all overwhelmed, baby, and was like, yay, Herbert, sing it. And I just also didn't like the fact that they were like, the little men started singing, and then all of a sudden the show had all the black people in the restaurant immediately stand up on their feet. Listen, I'm just gonna be frank. I'm not speaking for the whole African American, Black American delegation. We're not gonna just stand up if somebody start hitting the 5-part harmony. We gonna vibe it out, and you got to impress us for us to get up, especially when there's food involved. I'm not about to stop eating my food if you sound good. You got to sound like Tevin Campbell in the 90s for me to get up. Herbert said, hi, and everybody was like, yes! Like they were just overcome with joy or like pride or something. I was like, first of all, no black people were involved in the making of this scene. I can guarantee you that. Wrapping up the episode, and Miranda has met Sister Mary, not Sister Mary Clarence, Jesus Lord. Did they do that on purpose? Oh my God. I don't want to call this lady Sister Mary Clarence, but her name is, she a nun and her name Mary, so she is Sister Mary, and it only got to go with, okay, don't call that lady that. Okay, Sister Mary done met Miranda down in Times Square, and she sang some of the Wicked song from her. You know, y'all know I done told you, I fell asleep in Wicked twice. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. And also my best friend, we both fell asleep. And it wasn't late at night. I don't know what it is. Something about that show make me want to go to sleep. It's so strange, bro. Because we paid full price. We ain't even go to TKTS and get no discount tickets. We paid full price to go see Wicked and fell the hell to sleep. Anyway, Carrie back at her house, and she getting on that laptop clickety-clacking it, and she said the woman wondered what she had gotten herself into. And who is the woman? Why is she referring to herself as the woman? Is that going to be the line? Because last time, you know, the before seasons, it was, and just like that, a bitch fucked up, you know, like shit like that. And now it's the woman wondered what she had gotten herself into. It really ain't difficult. You ain't got to get yourself into nothing. The man in Virginia, you ain't got to ever see him again if you don't want to. And if you do, then do. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing some nuance. It don't seem very complicated to me. But I don't know. Comment down below and let me know if it's complicated to you. I'm not sure, baby. But anyway, that's the end of the episode, okay? I'm not going to rate this episode, okay? Because I'm just gonna be a different lady this season. I'm gonna be a different kind of L, but also the same L. Okay. Positives from the episode were that I enjoyed Miranda's jumper. Carrie's house has beautiful lighting, beautiful gowns. You know, Lisa Todd Wexley had beautiful cabinetry in her home. The dog looked like it eats, you know, a balanced diet, Charlotte's dog. Everybody had fully charged iPhones, you know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed those things about the episode. Comment down below and let me know what you enjoyed about the episode. And I cannot wait to talk to y'all in the comments. I'm so glad to be back on this journey with y'all. You're gonna do it again. Oh my God, y'all. If y'all want to say what y'all gotta say in the comments, y'all can say what y'all gotta say. I'm just saying, for me, I'm gonna be a different lady. Y'all see my hair growing? I'm about to cut it, baby. Let me explain to you how I wanted to get braids, so I was growing my hair out. But I also realized that any bit of inconvenience or tension on my scalp will give me a solid and like mind-numbing migraine. So I did all this for nothing. I'm about to go cut it off again. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.